Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're all doing very well. This afternoon I'm going to be doing a review of a drama/thriller from Argentina. This is spoken in the Spanish and German language with English subtitles, released in the year 2013, directed by Lucia Puenzo, and this movie is called The German Doctor. So The German Doctor is set in the 60s in Patagonia, the south of Argentina. There is a German doctor who has just landed and he is looking for a place to stay. So he befriends this family. He says that he just wants to follow them on the road because he's new to the country. He doesn't know where to go. So this family happened to be opening up a lodge. Now it's going to be a few months before the first guests arrive, and the German doctor wants to be the first guest. He said it would be an honour because he has grown an attachment to this family that consists of a father, mother, and a daughter, a young daughter, who has a growing problem. And then there are some children coming along the way because the wife is pregnant. So this German doctor takes an obsession with this family and he just wants to be the first guest. They reluctantly accept his offer, and this is where they realise that they might be harbouring the worst war criminal that the world has ever seen. So that's all I'm going to give you on the story. If you want to know more, please go out there and see this film for yourself. Now my thoughts on The German Doctor. Now, when I say war criminal, I meant Joseph Mengele. So if you've read up on Joseph Mengele, you know how horrific this guy was. All the experiments he did, the obsession he had with twins, with children, and all kinds of horrible experiments that he subjected these poor Jewish people to. And the fact that he was so ruthless, he didn't care about anybody's safety. It just makes him one of the true monsters of our time. And that, as I said in other reviews, I said countless times, the scariest monsters are monsters that are human beings, and Joseph Mengele along with Adolf Hitler qualify as human monsters. I think that Adolf Hitler and Joseph Mengele, you can't get more evil than these two. And I thought that a movie tackling Joseph Mengele outside of the war, I thought was very interesting. And that was what drew me into the film. And that is what makes the film work so well. This is a horror film. Although I said it was a drama, it was more of a drama, but it is horror because there is this overwhelming sense of just dread. You feel so scared because this guy, who is under an alias, has this family at his mercy. And although there's no violence in the film, you feel that he is doing something really bad. And when he befriends this family, you're constantly thinking, is he befriending the family because he wants to experiment on this young child? Or does he have different motives? Is he trying to be on the straight and narrow? You never know, so the mistrust is always there. And I just thought it built up to an absolutely fascinating climax. And this movie is one that blew me away when I was expecting not much. Now, I'm a big fan of Argentinian cinema, wearing an Argentine shirt. It's not biased because I judge every film on its merit. I've seen some pretty terrible Argentinian films, but I've seen some very good ones. And I thought The German Doctor certainly qualifies as a very good film. So Joseph Mengele, played by Alex Bermehul, I think it was his name. He does an incredible job. I mean, his presence on screen was just chilling. He didn't have to say anything. He didn't even have to do anything. It was just scary every time you saw him because you knew of this character's background, what he had been doing and what he could be capable of doing. And then you've got the element of the Mossad, the Israeli secret police, hunting him down. So you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who to trust. Joseph Mengele's character doesn't know who to trust. And it's just a constant threat is always present around every single corner, and it's the subtleties that make it work so well. It's not trying to force you being scared by the soundtrack cueing when you should feel scared or when you should feel sorry for somebody. It lets the audience make their own minds up, so you're not distracted by unnecessary sort of scariness or unnecessary melodramatic qualities. It just lets it it lets you as a viewer make your own mind up, and that to me is what a respectful filmmaker does. And Lucia Puenzo does it fantastically well. Now, she actually wrote the novel that the movie is based on. So I would dare say, although I haven't read the novel, it would be very true to the film. So if you've read the novel, then I think that's under the title Wakalda, then I would highly recommend you check out The German Doctor because this is a fascinating film. I thought it captured Bariloche in the south of Argentina very, very well. I've been to Patagonia myself. It is a beautiful area of Argentina. Thought the scenery was absolutely fascinating. It was beautiful. The snowy areas of the Andes Mountains also was absolutely incredible. It took me back to when I was in Argentina, which is something that is a true movie experience. If something is bringing back memories, you know that it is filmed very well. But what the film really gets you in is a guy who has done horrible, horrible things and a family who is completely oblivious to who they're harbouring. So inside the lodge, I thought it was a battleground of psychology. I thought the acting from The supporting cast, the father, I thought was the hero of the film and the villain, but it's not necessarily hero versus villain. It's basically, will the family find out who this guy is before it's too late? And that is ultimately what keeps the film driving, and it's basically is what keeps the film being scary, in that you don't know what's going to happen. What is Joseph Mengele going to do? Is he going to do anything bad, or is he not going to do anything? And that is always the uncertainty that drives it home, and I thought it was just really, really good filmmaking. So, as I said, there is no violence, there is no real sort of intention to be a certain genre, whether it's drama, thriller, horror. It doesn't really delve into any particular genre, which is the beauty of it. So you can draw your own conclusions up, whether you want to treat this as a horror film, whether you want to treat it as a thriller, drama, whatever. There's a bit of family dynamics in there as well, so it is a movie about a family trying to make a life for themselves, and it's just, as I said, evil upon vulnerability, and in the end what you get is just a very good experience. I thought it was very scary, and it was expertly done. So this is yet another fantastic film from Argentina. If you want to look at, Nazis outside of the war, then definitely The German Doctor is one to check out. So overall, for The German Doctor, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. I thought this is fantastic. Go out there and see it. Alright guys, that's my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, keep watching movies, and I'll see you later. Bye.